gosh, man. I wish I knew how to throw a frisbee. Where you come from, bro?
Your wish is my command. I'm about to teach you how to throw a frisbee. Disc golf is one of the fastest growing sports in America today. The reason why it's growing so much is because it's cost efficient. Disc usually range around $10 to $20 a disc. Anybody of all ages can play it, from 10 years old to 80 years old, and you can play it all year round, depending on the weather. Now, today, I'm going to be teaching you two types of throws. The backhand shot and the forehand shot. So, the first throw we're going to be starting off with is the backhand. Let's start off with the grip. There's two types of grips to hold the backhand shot. There's a power grip, and then there's a fan grip. Today, I'm going to be holding it in the power grip to gain as much distance as possible. So, let's start off with the throw. Usually when you're throwing, there's a tee pad, but you should always practice in a field before going to an actual course. So the first thing you want to do, you want to have your body square to the target. You want to be as relaxed as possible. You want to line up your shot, and then you're going to take a couple steps. You're going to start off with one step. Then you're going to start off with two steps. And then while you're doing this, you should be twisting your body to generate as much power as possible. While you're doing this, you should be winding up your shot too. So, this is a big part right here. It's called the X step. You cross your legs. X step, you see it? You cross your legs. Some people incorporate it into their shot, some don't. Some just walk up and throw it. But usually you should have an X step. So let's start off again. One step, two step, X step, 4, throw. Let's do that one more time. Square up to the target, line your shot up, one step, two step, X step, 4, throw. Now, we're going to do an all one fluid motion. The next throw we're going to be talking about is the forehand. Just like the backhand, there's two types of grips. There's this grip, and then there's this grip. Whichever one is most comfortable to you, that's the one you should use. So, just like the backhand, there's a run up too. But this one is very different. It's more of a step, gather, throw. With this throw, you're using a lot of your hips to generate all the power. And then you're incorporating a flick. This one is a bit more difficult to learn, but with enough practice, you can achieve anything. So, let's start off with the run up in slow motion. Just like the backhand, square up to the target. Be as relaxed as possible. You want to start off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the throw. Twist your hips and flick your wrist. Let's do that again, one more time. Go right to the target. Relax. Step, 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 throw. Use your hips, and flick your wrist, and it's gonna go pretty far. Let me show you. And that right there is the forehand shot. Depending on how the course is set up and where the pin is placed should determine whether you throw a backhand or forehand shot. Let's say the lie of the disc is behind a tree and you only have a forehand throw. You can't throw backhand because the way the tree is set up in the way of your throw. Now that you have practiced the forehand shot, you should be very comfortable with throwing it. With these steps and tips, you should be a beast on the course. I hope you guys learned something. Have a good night.
Once again, shout out Marcus Hahn for teaching me how to throw a frisbee. Thanks to your steps, your technique, and your moves, I know how to throw a frisbee pretty far now.